Hi everybody, welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead, and today we are finally going to talk about bird deterrent because although it's not super sunny, I feel like I'm squinting at you guys. The sun is facing me right now, well, what little of it there is, but if you're following the Pacific Northwest weather, you'll know that we're gonna get some 80 degrees in a few days, which is great news. Okay, bird deterrent. What works and what doesn't. I'm going to show you several things. The first thing I'm going to show you is this. I found this idea on YouTube and it doesn't work. What this is a piece of fencing that has been clipped, and then you twist the wire so that it's, you know, facing upward, and then you can put it into the ground. I did a ton of these, you guys. Like, there's, I don't know, maybe 2 dozen of them. And I set them all around, and I was so excited because this guy on YouTube was so confident that it worked. And I'm like, I can do this. I've got some fencing out back. So I spent a whole day doing this. And I set them all out. Came out here later. And I kid you not, I had like little birds sitting on the top of the wires. So that doesn't work. So then I thought, well, maybe we need some wire that's closer together. So I had this brilliant idea. This is hardware cloth, you guys. This was a dumb idea on my part. It does work. So same theory as with this fencing, is you take your wire cutters. It's stuck now in this other one. Ugh. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so same theory as with the fencing, but obviously the hardware cloth is much closer together. So you take your wire cutters and you cut strips, right? And then you put them in opposing directions so that little pokies are sticking up. This got me in trouble, for one, because apparently I was using the wrong type of wire cutters. So when my husband found out that I completely dulled his little snippers, I got in trouble. But this does work if you have unlimited amounts of time. This little piece right here probably took me 10 minutes. So I have my garden's bigger than my house. To do my whole garden in this is just ridiculous. So, also, that one doesn't work. These are cute. These are fun. You can get them from the dollar store. They're shiny, or they used to be shiny. So the theory behind these is similar to bird tape, which I didn't bring out to show you because I don't use it. I find that it is completely ineffective in my garden. And you know what? These are too. They worked the first year, but I think maybe they've lost their shine. They're not shiny anymore. Or the birds are just used to it, and they tell every generation, hey, those things aren't really scary, just go eat your seeds. So this one doesn't work. This, if you can see it on the video, this is bird netting. This does work. It works brilliantly. But there's a couple of catches. You can't cover your whole garden in it if you have a huge garden like I do. I do have my berries in troughs, and I use this to cover the berries. Otherwise, the birds would eat every single berry that I have. They wouldn't even leave me one berry. They would eat them all. So they work great. The problem is you have to secure it really well, because the little birds, they get under there and then they get trapped. And they can't find their way back out, and sometimes they get their little feet tangled up in the netting and they can hurt themselves. So you want to secure it really well. I put the bird netting around my plant, so my hand is a plant, and then I put rocks around, heavy rocks. I don't have one nearby to show you, but big rocks. and I clamp it down and I kind of tuck it under, and then I come out and check it every day, because even with that precaution, still sometimes little Tweety birds get underneath there and I have to rescue them. And if you don't check it every day, a bird could die really quickly from lack of water. So very important, if you're going to use bird netting and there's any possible way that a critter can get underneath, that you just want to check it every day to release any that you might catch. So bird netting is excellent. I highly recommend it. Now this is my final show and tell for the day. These are bird spikes. They're awesome. They're not very expensive. You can get them online and you can put them wherever you want. I actually just set them right on the soil near something that I've recently planted, and then the bird looks at this and is like, oh, I don't know, this is too much trouble. And they don't sit on top like they did with these. Yeah. So this one, between this and the netting, I've been able to actually grow things in my garden this year, and I'm pretty excited about it. Last point about these, there is a hole. There's several little holes in the bottom here, and you can put U-pins in them and, you know, anchor them firmly to your garden bed. I don't. I just come out every day, and if they fall over from the wind, I just stick them back up, because I gotta be out here anyway doing the slug patrol. But slugs and voles are a topic for another day. So there you go. That is my very quick rendition of bird deterrent, what works, what doesn't, and hope you found it helpful and useful. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. I will get back to you. I answer every single comment. And I'm trying to think what my next video is going to be. I don't know. We'll do something herbal next time maybe. But I will see you back soon. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm supposed to say that. And yeah, bye.